Alejandra Ancheita's work is very representative of the human rights struggle in Mexico. She works on key issues in the country like business and human rights and migrants' rights. And these are issues requiring qualities like boldness, courage, determination, as well as sharpness of mind and creativity. And she has all these qualities.
The thing that really grabs you about Alejandra's work is the breadth of it. She's working geographically, northern Mexico, southern Mexico, central Mexico, and she's also taken on a variety of issues. People who work in mines, migrant workers, indigenous communities.
The way she brings communities together in collectives for mutual support and also to advance collective bargaining, for instance, the way that she challenges transnational corporations in the courts and through the use of the collective, and the coalition she makes within the country and abroad are all magnificent ways of using the system in order to protect and promote human rights.
Especially on the field of business and human rights and making business accountable. She has played a very, very big role.
She's been fighting for the rights of various groups affected by these corporations, and I think that leads to a lot of danger for her.
She's faced threats, she's faced harassment, and yet she's persisted in the defence of human rights.
The Mexican government can appear to be and is fairly progressive sometimes in terms of the international human rights world, and yet it remains one of the most difficult and one of the most dangerous places for people doing human rights work within the country. Not only are they up against the government, they're also up against a very sophisticated and advanced crime scene there.
You could say that anyone who works on issues such as extractive mining or migrant rights or refugee rights or women's rights are all very much at risk. And women human rights defenders are doubly at risk because of who they are and what they do.
When you look at the statistics, human rights offenders in Mexico are probably amongst the most threatened from attacks, murder, killing, disappearance. And I think this prize also shows that there is a democratic country that has massive problems on the protection of human rights offenders. And more often than not, the international community considers once you're democratic, you're not interesting anymore.
There is a national protection mechanism in place in Mexico, which was wanted, but it doesn't have the resources it needs. And hopefully her nomination for this award will show that people within that mechanism need more support, need more protection, and this should highlight that for her and for other human rights defenders within the mechanism. I would also hope that it would give courage and strength to women human rights defenders right across Mexico, across the world even, and to those who fight on corporation-related human rights violations right around the world.